Good morning, namaste. It's so nice to be here and connect with you. It feels like it's been ages. It's been nearly a week. So hello, my name's Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. That's Friday the 1st, 2nd and 3rd of February. Hello Beck, lovely to see you. So extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So if you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my combined Speed of Light Oracle cards with my Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. They have come together to create a 110 card deck, and what I'll be doing is looking for the best card for Friday the 1st of February, and then the best card for Saturday the 2nd of February, and then the best card for the 3rd on Sunday the 3rd, and then the best card for the theme for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I don't usually do 3 days at a time, but I am today. So that's that. So I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. So take on board what feels right, what resonates with you at this time, and just let the rest go. If it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't matter. Just think of this as a guide only. So thank you. I trust that you're feeling good and you've been flowing well this week. Thanks so much for your patience over this last week while we've been away in Sydney, sweating. It was so hot. My goodness, it was like 40 degrees and humid, and we get back here to, well, this morning it was 13 degrees Celsius and quite fresh. It's quite warm sitting here in the sun, but it's only about 15 degrees Celsius in the middle of summer, which is actually a nice cool break after the just ridiculous heat in Sydney. So sending you all who are going through extreme heat lots of love, and I've heard that a lot of people, a lot of you perhaps, are going through extreme cold, so sending you lots of love as well. So it's funny, isn't it, this time of the year, the very extreme contrast in our weather can be quite incredible, even from one end of the country to the next. Oh, to the other end. You have to excuse me. Okay, let's get started, shall we? I am now looking for the best card for Friday, the 1st of February. So if it's not quite Friday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance. So Friday, the 1st of February, and I trust 100% that the best card will find its way to the top of the deck. So we'll go with this one. It's an Animal Kingdom, minus 40. Rose, I can't even imagine it. Everything must be frozen solid at that temperature. So this is our card for Friday, the 1st of February, and it's the Air Dragon, card 27. And the Air Dragon's message down here says that your mind is powerful. So there are 5 dragon cards in this new deck, the Animal Kingdom Oracle, and the dragons I see as the most powerful cards in the deck. So each dragon is assigned an element. So in this case, we're assigned the air element for this particular dragon. So the air we can think of connecting with the mind and the power of our mind on Friday. And we might find that our mind can really move mountains on Friday. So, our state of mind, even our stubbornness, can be a really great asset to help us push through stagnant parts of our lives that we've been challenged by, or that we've been struggling to find a solution with, that we've been feeling stagnant in. Friday feels to be a very favourable day to get into the mindset of pushing forward, the mindset of breaking habits we've been wanting to break and thinking about breaking but not actually been able to implement. So Friday, our mind is going to really support us in moving forward in whichever avenue resonates personally for us. So how can you use your mindset, the power of your mind, to help you push through the things that you've been stuck with lately? Work with your mind. It can be a great asset to help us move forward. It can be, of course, what would you call an obstacle as well. But we can use this heightened state of mind power to move forward. So that's the dragon's message. Our mind is powerful. So let's work with it on Friday. So now I'm looking for the best card for Saturday, the 2nd of February. That will be the 2nd of the second month, which is our power day of the month. I am intending on Saturday to create a healing event, the 2-2 healing event at some point. I looked at my calendar just before I started this stream to see if I could pick a time, but I can't yet. I'm just going to go with the flow of my Saturday and see how I feel and where and when I'm inspired to bring a healing event through. It may also happen as a live event on my YouTube channel because the streaming's much clearer and the picture's bigger, so the definition is more favourable and the audio's clearer. So I may try the 2-2 healing event on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, it's Temple of Balance on YouTube. You can search it. It'll be really easy to find. And I will share a direct link as I'm inspired to. I mean, I may be on Facebook, but I'm thinking I'll just probably do it on YouTube and we'll see. So that's Saturday the 2nd of February is the card I'm looking for, which is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle card. And it's a featured card. So the lizard has further instructions here, which we are going to honour. It says, draw the 3rd card from the deck, which is this one. And it's the Stag. Okay, let's see. Let me just adjust my little protectors, my sun protectors for my phone. Even though it's not hot temperature-wise, we have a very hot sun here. We have a hole in the ozone layer right above us, and it makes for a very potent sun. So we have these 2 cards for Saturday. So we're going to look at these cards separately, and then we're going to look at their relationship together. So we've got the lizard first. This is card 3, and the keywords down here say optimism, appearances, delusion, and illusion. We're being encouraged on Saturday to not take things at face value, to be careful we're not just looking at the surface of something or of what's being presented, and to look deeper under the surface. So if we're, say, looking at vehicles on Saturday, because this is a great example just to explain what I'm trying to say better perhaps, if we're looking at perhaps purchasing a vehicle on Saturday, we might see the shiny exterior and the extras on the outside that we see, but it's going to be worthwhile looking under at the mechanics of such a thing. If we're looking at signing a document, let's read the fine print. So this card's not saying that we shouldn't proceed or we shouldn't go ahead with something, but that it's important for us to look underneath the surface of what's been presented. So let's look a little bit deeper. Let's dig a bit deeper on Saturday, especially with things that are that we're very drawn to the surface of. So if we're drawn to that shiny object over there, let's be drawn to it, but let's look underneath. Let's make sure we're understanding that shiny object fully as possible. Now this is connected with this card, which is the Stag. It's card 49. The Stag, he says lost. I was adding a word there, excuse me. He says lost, help. The word I was going to add was alone. So let's just throw that in because I seem to read it, but it's not actually here. So we'll say lost, alone, help, guide, path, discouraged. The Stag looks sad. This is the sad Stag. And some of us may be feeling a bit lonely, sad, discouraged, or like we've gone off track or off our path on Saturday. We may have felt that lately. We're being encouraged to not get too caught up in our doubts, our fear, our insecurities, our worry, our stress that takes place in the mind, and remind ourselves that we can never ever be off our path, that our path is always just under our feet. It's our mind that makes us think that our path is way over there, or that we've taken a wrong turn, or we've done something wrong. We haven't. Our path, it's our path. It's always under our feet, directly. Doesn't matter how fast we run, whether we walk on our hands, our path is always under our feet. That is the truth. And you will know that that's the truth. You'll feel it in your heart. So it's your mind that contradicts that truth that makes us think that we've done something wrong. So let's keep perspective on Saturday. Now, this is an interesting message to come up, considering Friday's card was the air dragon, which is about working with the power of our mind to move mountains, to move obstacles, to find a solution, to break habits. And yet Saturday feels like we might be sort of fall down into a bit of a mental slump and feel like we're dragging our feet in our life. A lot of us have been feeling that the last week or so. A bit feet dragging, a bit like we're lacking enthusiasm for life somehow. So some of us may need to be in that space so we can motivate ourselves to find a way to get back on track again, to get back into alignment with our heart and our passions and our enthusiasm for life. So with these two cards coming up together, this is just basically a warning is probably too severe of a word, but just reminding us not to get too caught up in the appearances of us just feeling like we've gone off track, to look a little bit deeper, because this card's reminding us to look under the surface, and this card's reminding us that we're actually not off track. So on the surface, it might seem like things are falling apart for us in some parts of our life. We might feel very disconnected from various parts of our life or people in our life. That's on the surface. That's what we're seeing, with our eyes, or what we're noticing. But underneath, there's something more important that's going on. So we can use the guidance from Lizard. Lizard's very much about shedding our old skin, about allowing ourselves to surrender what's not working. And we can work with the energy, the positive energy of the Stag, which is to remind ourselves that we can never be off track. We can never be off our path, ever. So let's get back into alignment as best as we can with that truth that we know in our heart that we haven't taken the wrong turn. We're exactly where we need to be. But having said that, if we're not happy where we are right now, we have the power to make changes. So let's notice what's happening around us on Saturday. Let's take it deeper. And let's explore where that connects with how we fit in our life's path right now. And if we're struggling with it, then there's no point fooling ourselves by pretending that everything's okay. But underneath we feel like we just don't belong here. There might be something that's pushing us to make a change. So we are where we need to be, but it doesn't mean we aren't in a powerful position right now to make changes if they're required. So quite a deep, interesting energy for Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing how it unfolds. So just sit with it, see how it fits in with your Saturday as you arrive there. So thank you. Now I'm looking for the best card for Sunday, and then we'll pull the theme card. So if you joined in a bit later, hello. I am doing 3 days at a time for this particular recording. So we'll see which card's best for Sunday, the 3rd of February. So nice big breath. Okay, let's go with this. It's another Speed of Light. And it's this. It's the Pause card, card 25. The keywords down here say hold, time, transition, suspension, and limbo. So on Sunday, some of us may be feeling like we're in limbo. Some of us may feel like the pause button's being pushed. And there's a feeling here of reset. Like some of us are resetting parts of ourselves and parts of our life now. So sometimes that reset button needs to be pressed, which basically pauses the movement so that we can start building up momentum in a different direction or making a slightly different choice for ourselves. So everything and those that we love are safe and protected while we stop and pause. So I don't know if you can see, but when I drew this is a being from Pleiades holding the earth safe while it also holds us in this space of healing, especially healing from the sharp parts of our life that we've been struggling with. So if you need to pause on Sunday and you've got the time to do that, then I trust that you make the most of your pause, waiting, limbo time. Waiting times are necessary, so try not to stress out that you're not perhaps feeling very active on Sunday, but hold yourself. There's a raven flying over. Hold yourself in an accepting space of pause. Work with that energy to help you heal or mend, reassess what you want from your life, where you want to go, and how you want to set this or work with this reset button to take you down maybe a different track or an improved track, we could say. So pause. We have a bit of a mixed bag, don't we, for these next few days? So we might feel just very different from day to day over these next few days. Let's now grab a card for the theme. The theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture. Oops. The bigger picture for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So let's have a look and see. So we have a few things coming up. Like I just said, the 2-2 healing event will happen sometime on Saturday. I don't know what time yet because I'm not sure. Hold on, let me just get a tissue. I'm not sure. Excuse me. I'm not sure how my day's going to flow and I don't want to set a time. So I'll let you know as soon as I know in advance, and it will most likely be streamed on my YouTube channel live. So I'll share a direct link when I know a time. So if I say, I might put a link up and say, or a post up and say, I'll be doing it in an hour, for example. And then on Sunday the 3rd, we have our Pillar of Light healing event, our monthly healing event on Sunday. So that is at 2 o'clock. That's a private healing event for my Pillar of Light family. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you. And that's about it. That's what's coming up this weekend. But now I'm looking for the theme card. The theme card is an animal kingdom, and it's the ladybug. Now this is an interesting card to add as our theme. So this is going to lighten up everything that was talked about. It's card 31, the ladybug, and it says down here that it's a favourable time. When I created this particular card, I thought of this as the good fortune sort of card. You know, things being in good flow, good abundance, or that's not very good English, but being in good abundant flow, where things are working out for us. So this lightens up everything that I've said for the weekend, and that's what I love about the theme cards. But the interesting thing is that there's a lot of mental energy around at the moment. So we've got a lot of our mind working with us, our mind working against us. And that's quite typical of our mental power, if you like, that we can see it and work with it in a really positive way, like what the ladybug brings through, or we may see it as more dire and terrible and dramatic and debilitating than what it really is. So with the nature of the cards that have come up for the weekend with this one, I find they fit in really well. So there is opportunity for us this weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, to be in good flow and to enjoy the fortune, if you like, or the favourable energy that's around this weekend. So let's make sure that we've got our mind thoughts in check and that we are flowing as best as we can and trusting the flow and trusting the movement that we feel that we need for ourselves and those people that we share our life with. So a good, favourable time really, and abundance around. So abundance basically means being in good flow, but also that we might receive gifts, the money that we need, or opportunities may present themselves this weekend. So let's keep being open to it and welcoming for this new sort of abundant energy to come through this weekend. So that's the ladybug. It's a favourable time this weekend, which also to me makes me feel like it's an important time. So the choices and decisions that we make this weekend are important, and they will help change the course of the direction or the path that we take over these next few weeks, probably, or next few months. So work with the power of your mind, like the air dragon suggests, and we'll see how we go. So thank you. So I've used my Animal Kingdom Oracle cards combined with my Speed of Light Oracle cards. I've created both of these decks completely, except for printing them. So if you want to learn more about either of them or both of them, or start working with them, please have a look on my website. You can work with them together like this. You can pop them together, or you can work with them separately. They work really well on their own as well. So check them out if you're inspired to, please, on my website. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. So I've just closed off my email readings and my healing guidance supportive services for February, because it is the 1st of February here at exactly 11:51 a.m. So I've just closed those off for February. My other services, like my spirit guide drawings, my intuitive healing, we have about a 4-week wait on those at present, unless you've already booked, and then it will just be whatever I've sent you as far as emails go. So email readings that have already been booked, I'll be connecting with you this weekend. Spirit guide drawings that have already been booked, it will be still the time that I've set you. Any new bookings, there is a wait now until March, just so that you know. We've got the retreat coming up in 2 weeks, so it takes me quite a lot to prepare for that, because we're also catering for it, so there's lots to prepare and organise for the retreat, and then I need a little bit of time to wind down afterwards. So this is retreat month. It's a big month for me, so things will just be a little bit shifted until March. So thanks for your patience. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. So thanks so much for connecting. I trust you've enjoyed our time together today. It sure is great to be back. So thank you for being so welcoming and for connecting and spending your precious time with me. I really appreciate it. So sending you lots of love from my heart to yours, and I will maybe see you again tomorrow for our 2-2 healing event, the time to be confirmed. So thank you and namaste. So namaste means that the divine, the creator in me, honours and acknowledges the divine, the creator in you, that we are equal, we are one. So thanks for being who you are. Namaste.